I chat to Jean-Marc. I'm very excited and privileged to meet a Guinness World Record holder. Jean-Marc happens to be South Africa's most awarded skateboarder. Marc Johannes, thank you so much for joining us today. How are you?
Thank you so much. Well, thank you and yourself.
I'm great. You've even got the skateboarder sunglasses with the reflective lens situation.
Yes, they are.
So you're talking about it like a sport, but I always thought it was just like a recreational, like I can't wait to get back on my board.
Yes. So personally, I think skateboarding is an art form before it's a sport. You know, it's more than that. And for me, you know, in a session, if I'm, you know, just having fun, just, you know, out with my friends, just having fun at the skate park, it could last from 3 to 5 hours, maybe more. And that would just be on a normal weekend. But if I'm practicing for a contest, and that would be a little bit different. I have a different way of skateboarding for contests. Definitely.
Tell me a little bit about contests. I mean, how many are there in a year? How do you prepare for something like that?
Well, there are so many contests throughout the year, especially, you know, all around the world, USA, Europe, South Africa. And I think every skateboarder has a different way of preparing for the contest or the way they skate the contest. For me, I've been competing since I was 11 years old in pro contests. So I started then, and obviously, you know, throughout the years you learn, you know, what you're good at and how you go about practicing, how you go about learning tricks, and it comes through learning from failure first. That's how you get good at something.
I love that you say that it's practice by failure.
But I think, you know, that's a very good lesson skateboarding teaches everyone. It's something that I've taken from skateboarding and applied to every other part of my life, is that yes, you'll get hurt and it feels like you can't do something, and then you get it right after that. After 100, 500 times, you don't really worry about the other 500 times. You try something to see the success. You don't try something to not see the success. So you don't think of anything else. And in every contest since I was 11 years old, it's the same thing I've applied. You know, I go into a session with a trick goal in mind, and I go there with the intention to succeed.
It's interesting. I've heard this said by golfers, right? Which is a similar thing, where it's a sport where you're competing with yourself in as much as with others.
Oh, definitely.
And the idea of the self-competition and the self-improvement is actually the power behind why they always want to get back on the green. Is that similar?
100%. And I think the same thing applies. You go in there and it's a competition with yourself in your mind first. You have to believe it first before you even start it. You know, you have to tell yourself that you can go into the session and you're going to get this trick down the set of stairs. You have to believe it in your mind before you start.
Okay, you are now one of South Africa's top 100 young South Africans. That's the Mail and Guardian Award that comes every year in 2021. You are a Guinness World Record holder, and I imagine for some time.
Yes.
And then finally, I'm curious to know, so what's next?
Competing in the large-scale contests again. I'm definitely going back and bringing home more gold.
Killer. That's our trailblazer right there. So impressed, so excited for you.
Thank you.
You're young. So at the very least, we're going to see you at the next Olympics, and you are, killing it. Jean-Marc, thank you so much. Jean-Marc Johannes is South Africa's most awarded skateboarder. He's killing it in the international competitions. He is one of the most 200 most influential people in the sports category. And also, he is a Guinness World Record holder.